Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining here at Unapologetically Progressive. Today I wake up in America that I do not recognize, that I do not understand. I wake up in America where political opponents are being gunned down for no reason, except for the fact that they disagree with the leader. Melissa Hortman and her husband Mark were gunned down in Minnesota last night. Melissa was a state representative, I believe former Speaker of the House for the Minnesota legislature, and she is dead along with her husband in what appears to be part of the same attack in two separate instances. Senator John Hoffman and his wife Yvette were also shot. Mr. Hoffman and his wife appear that they may survive the attack, but Melissa Hortman and her husband are dead simply because Melissa did not support the dear leader of this country. Let's make no excuse here. And let's not hide the fact that this is 100% caused by Donald Trump and his rhetoric of dehumanizing people on the left. This is what happens when you push that kind of hateful rhetoric just because you disagree with people. This is what happens. This is not the America that I want to live in. It's not the America that I grew up in. This was something that used to happen in third world countries. This is something that used to happen down in Mexico with the cartels. This is something that happens in Afghanistan, in Iran, places like that, right? It's not supposed to happen here at home. But that's how far this country has fallen. I have tried my best to be peaceful and not push any kind of violent rhetoric on this channel. I have tried. Meanwhile, you have people like Donald Trump and the people on the right, even here on this platform, that are pushing rhetoric against the left that is causing people to be murdered and assassinated. Now, what happened? We don't really know for sure, but one thing we do know is that the Hoffmans had been attacked, and then law enforcement realized they should probably go check on Melissa Hortman and her husband because they were, leaders in the same, party. And when they went to go check on the Hortmans, they found a car in the driveway with flashing lights on and a man pretending he was an officer, apparently. And he had murdered Melissa and her husband, Mark. The man fled on foot, leaving his car and a manifesto that made it clear what he was doing. We'll know more about that in the coming days, I'm sure. Now, we know that these attacks like this are going to happen because of how Donald Trump is and how he pushes his goons to do this kind of shit. And I'm not going to say this has never happened in American history because it has. We have a long line of idiots in this country that have gunned down people simply because politically they disagree. But this isn't the America that I know. This isn't the America I grew up in. I remember during my time as a kid growing up, I remember Reagan was shot. And even though I didn't know anything about politics at the time, I was definitely confused why I heard somebody would shoot the president of the United States. When Representative Scalise got shot, I believe he was representative for Louisiana or something back at a Congress softball game, or practice anyway, for a softball game. I remember being absolutely appalled. I remember when this happened to Donald Trump, when there was a supposed attack on Donald Trump's life, and me being confused as to why somebody on the left would have done something like this, because that's how the media pushed it at first, right? But it always seems to be the same kind of people that do these kind of attacks. Because as we found out with both people associated with Trump's supposed attempted assassination attempts, both of them were Republicans. It's almost always conservatives doing this kind of stuff, or people that are mentally deranged, which is what we ended up with the guy that shot President Reagan. Now, here's the thing. I don't have to agree with your politics. I don't have to like your politics. But I don't believe I should kill you for your politics. I think that's just insane. That's absolutely insane. Like, in what universe is that okay? But that's what the people on the right do these days. That's what the MAGA nuts are about. Literally hours after this news broke, Marjorie Taylor Greene posted a picture of her at a firing range with a big rifle, like she's some Billy Badass or something. She did it on purpose. She thought it was funny, but all it was bad taste. These people are unhinged and they don't make any sense. Apparently, they did this because Melissa Hortman was DEI. Now, who's been pushing that message? Donald Trump. That people on the left are DEI hires and deserve to be punished for it. If you think this is okay, then you're not cut out to be an American. If you think political violence is a good thing, then you should move to Afghanistan. You should go live next door to the cartels in Mexico. You should go deal with the violence in South America. Okay? Because this is not how we're supposed to solve things. My only hope is that this will cool off some of the rhetoric. I doubt it will, but one can hope. As of the recording of this video, Donald Trump hadn't said a thing about this assassination by one of his goons. The whole purpose of this goon doing this was to stop the No Kings protest, to convince people that it was too scary to go protest. Well, guess what? It didn't work. Even though Governor Tim Walz said people should stay home and shouldn't go to these protests until they capture this guy, people are still out there at the No Kings protests in Minnesota and every other state in this union. Even here in deep red Oklahoma, right over in one of our parks, here in the center of Norman. We had a very massive showing until the thunderstorms rained things out. I wasn't able to be there, but I was able to see pictures and video of people that were. But just keep in mind what happened today. And if that's the kind of America you want to live in, I don't know what to tell you. I think you're a despicable, disgusting person if you think political assassination is how you win. It's not. You're supposed to win at the ballot box. And what are you people so freaking angry about? Your guy won the election. Your party won the election. Sure, you didn't win all the state legislatures. That's life. But you have the federal government in the palm of your hands. You're getting everything you voted for. Why are you so angry? Why do you think it's okay to murder people? Because you won. Holy shit. Like, I don't understand it. Like, just think of the uproar that would have happened. That would happen if some leftist did this to Donald Trump. I would still be appalled. I may not be surprised, but I would be appalled. Because I hate the man. I hate the man with a burning passion. And I can't wait till the day he's gone. But I don't believe assassination is a way or a path forward. I don't think it's a way that we can have peace. If you ask me, the attack on these senators could be the start of something far more serious, far more sinister. But anyhow, I'll see you down the road.